band, is it not?
One appearance of Francine York remains etched in the annals of television history, her unforgettable stint on Bewitched. Adorning in nothing but an apron, Francine York became the center of an episode. But what was the story behind that specific scene? Let's dive into a captivating journey that unveils the tale of Francine York's iconic moment on Bewitched with us now. But first, let's get started with her introduction to Hollywood. Born in the chilly terrains of Minnesota in 1936, Francine York's journey to the dazzling lights of Hollywood began far from the epicenter of the entertainment world. The foundational years of her life, marked by a familial move to Cleveland, instilled in her a wanderlust and an aspiration for the arts. Cleveland, a city thriving with its own cultural pulse, became the backdrop against which a young Francine discovered her passion. It was in this bustling urban landscape that her aspirations took a definitive form. From an early age, the allure of the stage and screen beckoned her. The world of performing arts, with its ability to transform and tell tales, intrigued young Francine. Her first foray into acting came unexpectedly at the age of 9. A school production of the classic tale Cinderella was underway, and Francine was cast as Griselda, one of the wicked stepsisters. The role might have been that of a villain, but for Francine, it was a doorway, a first taste of the magic of performance. That evening, as the curtains fell and applause filled the room, a starry-eyed Francine reportedly told her parents about her newfound dream. She wanted to be an actress. As time progressed, her commitment to the arts only deepened. When her family decided to return to Minnesota, the teenage Francine remained undeterred in her pursuit of artistic excellence. The school plays and dramatic productions she participated in became not just extracurricular activities but a means to hone her craft. Her innate talent for storytelling, coupled with her ambition, even led her to pen and direct her own play during her high school years. This zeal for creation and performance was not just confined to the stage. Her natural grace and beauty soon caught the eye of local beauty pageant scouts. Francine's entry into the world of beauty pageants was serendipitous. Winning titles and accolades, she became a familiar face, representing elegance and poise. But for her, these pageants were more than just crowns and titles. They were platforms that gave her visibility and further cemented her dreams of making it big. Her success in the beauty pageant world translated into opportunities in modeling. And soon enough, the modeling assignments began pouring in, marking her first professional foray into the world of glamour. While the world of beauty pageants and modeling was lucrative and offered a taste of fame, Francine's heart still yearned for acting. Modeling was, in many ways, a stepping stone, a means to an end. The camera loved her, and she quickly became a sought-after face in the modeling world. Her work led her to the vibrant city of San Francisco, a place that was a medley of art, culture, and opportunities. It was here that she donned the hat of a showgirl, lighting up the stage at a renowned nightclub. But even as she danced and dazzled, the allure of the big screen continued to beckon her. It was clear to Francine that if she wished to turn her silver screen dreams into reality, she would have to venture south to the heart of the entertainment industry. Hollywood, California, with a heart full of dreams, a portfolio showcasing her modeling stints, and the experiences from her time on the stage, both as an actress and a showgirl, Francine York took the bold step of moving to Hollywood. Little did she know that this decision would set her on a path to becoming one of the most memorable faces of her time. When Francine York set foot in the illustrious city of Hollywood, she was yet another hopeful starlet amidst a sea of many. But her determination, coupled with her unparalleled talent, ensured she wouldn't remain unnoticed for long. Her big break arrived when the legendary comedian Jerry Lewis recognized the spark in her and cast her in his film, It's Only Money. Lewis, known for his impeccable comedic timing and eye for talent, was smitten by Francine's performance, so much so that this collaboration became the beginning of many. Her association with Lewis catapulted her into the spotlight, earning her roles in some of the era's most notable films. Among her standout roles was her collaboration with the iconic Marlon Brando in Bedtime Story in 1964. Sharing screen space with Brando, a colossus in the world of acting, was no small feat. However, Francine held her own, proving that she was not just a pretty face but a force to be reckoned with. Her magnetism was undeniable, and it wasn't long before she was cast in The Nutty Professor in 1963, a film that further solidified her position in Hollywood. In this era-defining film, she showcased her versatility, skillfully oscillating between comedy and drama, a testament to her vast range as an actress. While her journey on the silver screen was marked by significant roles, it was television that would give her a more consistent presence in the homes of millions. As the 1960s progressed, television was burgeoning as a powerful medium, and Francine was quick to adapt. Her foray into television was marked by a series of roles in some of the most iconic shows of the time. One of her standout roles came when she graced the eccentric world of Batman. The series, with its campy appeal and larger-than-life characters, was a perfect fit for Francine, and her appearances were always eagerly anticipated by fans. But her television journey didn't stop there. She ventured into the world of science fiction with Lost in Space, a show that allowed her to explore a completely different facet of her acting prowess. The series, with its futuristic setting and intricate character arcs, presented her with challenges she relished. As the years progressed, Francine's reputation as a versatile actress grew. She became a regular face on many classic shows, seamlessly fitting into various genres. Whether it was the legal drama of Perry Mason or the espionage thrill of Mission Impossible, Francine always brought a touch of elegance and depth to her characters. Her ability to immerse herself into any role made her a favorite among directors and producers. The depth and breadth of her work on television were commendable, making her one of the few actors who could claim success across both film and TV. In an industry notorious for its volatility, where actors often fade into obscurity after a few roles, Francine's consistent success was a testament to her talent and dedication. Her journey from a young girl in Minnesota with dreams of stardom to a recognizable face in Hollywood was nothing short of cinematic. Through collaborations with legends like Jerry Lewis and Marlon Brando, to her diverse roles on television, Francine York's Hollywood journey was a testament to her indomitable spirit, resilience, and sheer talent. In the annals of Hollywood's rich history, she etched her name not just as a star, but as a performer par excellence. Bewitched was a beacon of 1960s television, enchanting audiences with its quirky charm and spellbinding storylines. One episode in particular stood out not only for its captivating plot but also for the presence of a bewitching guest star, Francine York. The episode, Bewitched, Bothered and Baldoni, is among the series' most memorable, and its intricate plot is still discussed by fans today. The episode opens with the beloved couple, Samantha and Darren, on an adventurous trip to Rome. Darren, always the busybody with work, has obligations with his boss, Larry Tate. Yet the allure of Rome's historical wonders draws the couple into its maze of marvels. One of their chosen destinations is the National Museum, a repository of ancient artifacts and timeless art. But as with any Bewitched episode, things never go as planned. The couple's cultural escapade is interrupted by a familiar face, Endora, Samantha's meddlesome mother. Endora's interventions in her daughter's life have always been a recurring theme in the series, but in this episode, her meddling takes on a more mischievous tone. Concerned about her son-in-law's loyalty to Samantha, especially in the face of the Italian beauties that Rome is famous for, Endora decides to put Darren's fidelity to the test. Within the confines of the National Museum, she spots a statue depicting Venus, the Roman goddess of love. With a flick of her magical prowess, Endora brings the statue to life, setting the stage for a comedic and enchanting plot twist. The statue-turned-woman, Venus, now going by the name Vanessa, is every bit the enchantress. As Darren falls under her spell, he finds himself inviting her back to their villa with the curious offer of employment as their maid. An odd decision, given the villa is already well-staffed. Yet Vanessa's charm is too potent for Darren to resist, a clear indication of Endora's magical influence. When Vanessa, played by the alluring Francine York, makes her appearance at Samantha and Darren's villa, it becomes immediately clear to Samantha that something is amiss. Vanessa's connection to Endora is palpable, and Samantha knows she must tread carefully. Even though she's aware of the magical manipulation at play, Samantha humors Darren's desire to employ Vanessa, all the while pointing out Vanessa's obvious ineptitude at her assumed role of a maid. Yet, it's one iconic scene that sets this episode apart from the rest. Samantha and Darren call upon Vanessa only to be greeted by a sight that will be etched in television history. There stands Vanessa, garbed in nothing but an apron. The audacity and sultriness of the scene left both the on-screen characters and the audience equally shocked. Such a bold display was a rarity in the television landscape of the time, making it one of the most talked-about moments from the show's entire run. Darren's reaction to Vanessa's unusual attire is as comedic as it is telling. He explains it away as an innocent mistake due to inexperience, to which Samantha retorts with a witty quip about Vanessa being anything but inexperienced. The episode, filled with its ups and downs, eventually sees Samantha unraveling the magical mischief and putting an end to her mother's playful but disruptive antics. This Bewitched episode, featuring Francine York's memorable cameo, perfectly encapsulated the charm and whimsy of the show. It was a blend of comedy, magic, and a touch of sultriness, making Bewitched, Bothered and Baldoni a classic that still bewitches audiences to this day. Comparisons with other Bewitched episodes: Bewitched, throughout its run, masterfully combined humor, fantasy, and real-world dilemmas into its plots. While the show was renowned for its magical hijinks, it also deftly touched on timeless themes, including marital fidelity, trust, and the complexities of in-law relationships. The episode Bewitched, Bothered and Baldoni wasn't the only one that delved into the potential pitfalls of Darren's loyalty to Samantha. This theme, recurrent in its nature, was central to several episodes, painting a broader picture of the couple's dynamics amidst Endora's incessant interventions. One episode that draws an intriguing parallel to Bewitched, Bothered and Baldoni is the 8-year Itch Witch. Here we again witness Endora's persistent doubts about Darren's fidelity towards Samantha. Her insecurities are triggered when she discovers photographs of bikini-clad women in Darren's business briefcase. While Darren, being an advertising executive, has a professional and innocent reason behind these photos, Endora's skepticism knows no bounds. Her maternal instincts, albeit exaggerated due to her magical disposition, push her to put Darren's loyalty to the test once again. Similar to the Roman escapade, the 8-year Itch Witch revolves around Endora's desire to tempt Darren away from Samantha. Her weapon of choice this time is not a Roman goddess, but the allure of a Catwoman for a new advertising campaign for Tomcat Tractor. Sensing an opportunity to exploit Darren's professional needs, Endora magically presents her feline familiar, Ophelia, transformed into a sultry human form. Interestingly, the human version of Ophelia is played by Julie Newmar, a nod to her role as Catwoman in the 1960s Batman series, adding another layer of meta-humor to the episode. As the plot unfolds, Ophelia's allure is undeniable, and Darren is professionally invested in her portrayal as Catwoman. Oblivious to the magical plot against him, he finds himself once again in a position where his fidelity is tested, though his intentions remain honorable. Much like the Bewitched, Bothered and Baldoni episode, Endora's scheme spirals into a series of comedic and enchanting events, with Samantha eventually catching wind of her mother's antics and maneuvering to outwit her. A unique dimension added in the 8-year Itch Witch is the emphasis on Samantha and Darren's relationship milestones, with the backdrop of their impending anniversary dinner. This romantic setting juxtaposed with Endora's meddling paints a vivid picture of the challenges and joys of marital life, even in the most magical of circumstances. At the heart of these episodes, and indeed many plots in Bewitched, is the character of Endora. She is not just a meddling mother-in-law, but also a symbol of the older generation's skepticism towards the changing dynamics of relationships in the modern world. Her constant doubt about Darren's loyalty is less about Darren as an individual and more about her perception of mortal men's inherent nature. Time and again, she uses her magic to put Darren in situations that test his commitment, hoping to prove her point that Samantha, a witch, is too good for a mere mortal. In comparing these episodes, it becomes evident that Bewitched was not just a fantasy sitcom, but also a mirror reflecting societal values, expectations, and the evolving nature of relationships. Whether it was Francine York donning an apron or Julie Newmar's seductive charm, the show used these elements to address deeper themes, making it a timeless classic that resonates even today. Francine York's bewitching presence on Bewitched was just one jewel in the intricate tapestry of her illustrious career. While her venture into the world of film introduced her to the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, it was television that truly cemented her legacy, allowing her to showcase her range, depth, and versatility as an actress. Her roles spanned across genres, time periods, and emotional spectrums, making her a beloved fixture on the small screen. Throughout the golden era of television in the 1960s and 1970s, Francine's visage graced numerous iconic series. Her role on Batmanoy was emblematic of the camp and flamboyance of the times, while her appearances in classics like My Favorite Martian, Burke's Law, and Perry Mason allowed her to traverse from comedy to drama, mystery to sci-fi. Each role, whether major or minor, was executed with precision, with Francine infusing her characters with a unique blend of charisma and authenticity. As the landscape of television evolved, so did Francine. The advent of sci-fi series like Lost in Space and The Wild Wild West gave her the platform to play characters that were larger than life, often draped in elaborate costumes and set against fantastical backdrops. Yet even in these settings, Francine's portrayal was grounded, making her characters relatable and real. Transitioning through the decades, Francine's adaptability and unwavering commitment to her craft saw her embracing roles in contemporary shows. In the modern sitcom The King of Queens, she showcased her comedic timing, playing characters that resonated with newer generations of audiences. Her ability to connect with viewers, irrespective of their age, was a testament to her enduring appeal. Her prominence wasn't limited to television alone. The new millennium saw Francine making a significant impact on the silver screen. A notable role was in the film The Family Man, where she played the mother of Nicolas Cage's character. This film, juxtaposed against her earlier roles, highlighted the breadth of her career and the spectrum of characters she portrayed. From the glamorous divas of the 60s to the matriarchal figures of the 2000s, Francine's evolution as an actress was evident. Beyond her professional achievements, Francine's personal journey was equally remarkable. From her roots in Minnesota to her ascent in Hollywood, her path was paved with determination, resilience, and an undying passion for the arts. Her impact wasn't just as an actress, but also as a beacon for aspiring artists, illustrating that with tenacity and talent, one could carve a niche in the competitive world of entertainment. The year 2017 marked a somber note in the annals of television history as Francine York passed away. Her departure was not just the loss of a talented actress, but also the end of an era. Her contributions to television and film spanned decades, touching multiple generations and leaving an indelible mark. Today, when we reflect on Francine's legacy, it isn't just about her roles or the accolades. It's about the joy she brought to viewers, the characters she breathed life into, and the timeless moments she created on screen. Whether it was the sultriness of Vanessa in Bewitched or the maternal warmth in The Family Man, Francine's essence was captured in each frame. In a world of fleeting fame, Francine York's legacy stands tall, a testament to a life lived with purpose, passion, and an unyielding love for the arts. Relevance of Francine's appearance in Bewitched. Francine York's nearly nude scene in Bewitched might be just a fleeting moment in the vast landscape of television history, but its implications and significance run deep. At the heart of this moment lies a rich tapestry of cultural, social, and historical narratives that encapsulate the spirit of the 1960s and its evolving perspectives on femininity and sensuality. The 1960s was a decade of radical change and upheaval. The civil rights movement, the feminist wave, and the counterculture revolution were dramatically reshaping the social fabric of America. Television, being a reflection of society, was not untouched by these shifts, and within this transformative milieu, Bewitched chose to showcase Francine York, donning nothing but an apron. For its time, this was not just bold but revolutionary. One cannot discuss this scene without addressing the immediate cultural and societal reactions. Audiences of the 1960s, although witnessing rapid changes in societal norms, were still largely conservative in their outlook. A portrayal of such overt sensuality was unexpected, especially on a popular primetime show like Bewitched. The immediate shock was palpable. Families gathered around their television sets were both surprised and enthralled by what they saw. Some saw it as a refreshing and bold move, aligning with the winds of change, while others viewed it as audacious and potentially inappropriate. Yet, beyond the initial shock value, Francine's portrayal in the episode holds a significant place in television's broader narrative. This was not just about sensuality for the sake of titillation. It was a statement, an assertion of femininity that was both powerful and vulnerable. In the midst of a burgeoning movement for women's rights, the episode Vanessa emerged as a subtle yet powerful force, channeling the demands for equality into a captivating visual narrative. Contrary to conventional wisdom, it conveyed the message that femininity and empowerment are not mutually exclusive. Through the portrayal of the character Vanessa, played by Francine, the episode reflected and influenced broader societal conversations about the roles of women. Vanessa, a creation of Andora's magic intended to allure, transcended the trope of a mere object of desire. Instead, she assumed a central role in the narrative, captivating both the characters within the story and the audience beyond. This elevation of a woman's experience, particularly within the realms of sensuality and agency, symbolized the evolving ethos of the era. Gone were the days when women were relegated to passive roles in storytelling. They now actively shaped and defined narratives. Francine's portrayal of Vanessa not only challenged traditional gender norms but also underscored the complexity of female sensuality depicted on screen. The 1960s witnessed a departure from conservative representations, embracing women as both desiring and desirable entities. Vanessa embodied this cultural shift, unabashedly embracing her sensuality as a multifaceted tool, weapon, and source of humor. Her character represented a departure from the one-dimensional portrayals of women in previous decades. Instead of concealing her femininity behind layers of modesty, she wielded it with confidence, reshaping perceptions of womanhood on screen. In retrospect, Vanessa transcended its reputation for audacious visuals. Its true significance lies in its capacity to challenge and redefine societal norms. It was not merely a portrayal of a woman in an apron, but a radical reimagining of femininity in all its complexities and contradictions. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions or insights, feel free to share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more thought-provoking content. Until next time.